Hi, Andy. First let me say that I really enjoyed looking at these images, and I really think I was looking at your resulting finals, and I think that for this particular shoot, I don't think an ambient reading was going to help you, frankly. I think you would have had to shoot in reflective or detailed reflective, and you seem like you have a sense of what medium gray is, and so that you could have obtained your exposure settings from a reflective or detailed reflective reading, and then adjusted for the value of the subject matter. That being said, it's so smart of you to use your histograms on your camera to instead of one, the preview that so many people want to use on that stupid LCD mirror thing, the thing. I'm sorry, this is my last movie, and I'm about to forget the English language apparently. But anyway, I digressed. But what I was trying to say was I always make a strong argument in my ground classes for really using the histograms and not the preview, because the preview doesn't give you a sense of focus, it doesn't give you a sense of exposure, it's just this like weird little thumbnail that isn't doing much for you. And people argue with me, and they've tried to show me how in their manuals how I'm wrong, and I don't know. I give up. I kind of quit arguing them, and I was like, yeah, well, you'll see when you put them on the computer. So I'm really curious about maybe it's in the oh yeah, okay, so you must have used a different focal length lens then. 16. Do you have anything other than extremely short focal length lenses? Do you have anything else in your arsenal of lenses? Really? Let me know. If you answered that already this week, because I haven't made it back to assignment 1 yet. I'm just curious. I think I one time saw you shoot with an 85mm, but I almost think it was a typo. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think that you did a smashing job with this, and I think it was a really good job to go with creativity instead of your incident meter reading settings. I think that was the way to go. And, some cameras, in response to a student who's concerned about ISO, some cameras can shoot at high ISOs and have very little problem. The digital sensors have come a long way in the past few years. And, the sensor in my camera that I give the heaviest use to I can't shoot above 640. I just can't. I don't even know why there's settings above 640 on that particular camera. And so I always accommodate it for it with really, fast lenses and long shutter speeds and heavy duty tripods. Because otherwise I love the camera, but maybe Andy has one that can shoot better than that. I know that like the D700, the Nikon D700 really can shoot at 3200 with very little noticeable grain. So it's no longer a flat rule like it once was with film. When you had a higher grain with higher ISO, it's not so much the case with digital sensors these days. It kind of depends on how much you paid for your camera. Andy, I'm so sorry I'm not giving you much technical feedback. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm clearly burnt out. I'm going to stop this movie, and I'm going to get back to this with a fresh mind and a fresh mouth later on, and I'll give you some feedback worth having, because you deserve it for working so hard on this. Okay, thanks.